Welcome back to Boring Reviews.
Boring land.
Oh, just kidding.
Blasphemer!
Hello, right. Boring Review Nation!
Kind of pointless.
We know all things.
All right, welcome back to Boring Reviews. That was weird. Nick here.
Jodi there.
I tried to change it up, and it's just I shouldn't do it.
You're just like,
Okay, thank you for the replay. I really appreciate it. They've all turned off the video. They've turned it all off.
I want to see how far I could go, and you cut me off.
You're welcome. We are here for another
Page meeting, and this time it is
Home Alone 3.
Trust.
Thank you very much. Gabe and I, another part of Boring Reviews, we've been reacting to honest trailers. We just started doing it with Black Adam.
Without me.
Without you. And it's kind of in the same vein, done by different people, obviously. But within that, the last one we did that we haven't posted yet is Titanic. And I tell the story that I'm going to tell it here about Home Alone 3. Home Alone 3 came out the same time as Titanic in the theaters. Okay? I was, 14 years old.
Oh, yes.
And so my parents gave us all a choice on Christmas Day, Titanic or something else. I said, Home Alone 3 is out. I've got to check out Home Alone 3. It's been years since the sequel. So me and my younger brother watched Home Alone 3. My rest of my family watched Titanic. I get it. Looking back now, maybe not the best choice. We enjoyed it. We loved it. Ours finished like an hour before theirs because it was Titanic, for crying out loud. So we go in. We sit next to them. They were like in the very front row. Jeez Louise. And I got to watch the end of Titanic. My brother tells me, he's like, hey, dude, she was naked. And I'm like, what? But I got to watch the whole sinking of the ship. And then within the last 5 seconds, the projector, the tape broke. Like it burned on the screen or whatever. So they never got to see what happened with Jack. They had no idea. Now, the newspapers, all that kind of stuff, you can find out there. But they all got a free refund. So I was so mad. Got to watch Titanic, this epic movie. My brother got to watch something else. Got a refund. And I chose Home Alone 3. So that's my Home Alone 3 movie, and I'm sticking to it. I still like the movie, but come on. Titanic? Not even close.
I end at Home Alone 2. And nothing beats the first one. But yeah, this one.
But this one's great. This is a great entry. It's 10 times better than the other nonsense that follows.
Yeah.
But with that being said, oh my goodness gracious, I can't wait for so many plot holes. One great thing about this movie is it gave us a very young Scarlett Johansson before she was ScarJo, if you will.
ScarJo, huh?
As his older sister. She doesn't have much of a part in the movie, but she is in the movie, so that's pretty cool.
So cool.
And I still think I think it made some money. I think it's a pretty good entry in the franchise. But if you like our reaction to this whatsoever, please don't forget to
like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can be aware of our next uploaded video.
Here we go.
So, you have a movie for me? Yes, sir, I do. What if I told you we could still make money off of Home Alone? I would fall in love with you and propose immediately. Seriously? I'm 100% serious. I mean, I don't want that, but I do think we can make money off of Home Alone. I'm gonna frickin' marry you. Please don't. It's happening. Okay. So how is this possible? I mean, Macaulay Culkin's like 16 or 17 at this point. That's right, he's a full-on teenager now, and there's nothing cute about teenagers. They're disgusting, so what do we do? Well, I figure we could have the movie just be about some other kid. Oh, like a relative of Kevin McAllister? Nah, just a completely different kid. So this is not like a sequel or a spin-off or anything. It's not, no. We are gonna call it Home Alone 3, though. Oh, misleading titles are tight, so what happens in this thing? Well, we start the movie in Hong Kong. What? And we meet a group of 4 bad guys working for a North Korean terrorist organization. What is going on? And they get their hands on a top-secret microchip worth millions of dollars that can control missiles or something. I think you might have accidentally started to pitch me Die Hard 4. No, sir, this is Home Alone 3.
Yes.
I'm just raising the stakes a bit. Wow, well, it sure seems that way. The stakes used to be maybe 2 guys will steal a VCR. Yeah, well, now it's maybe North Korea's gonna kill everyone. Well, okay then. So tell me more about these bad guys. Well, they're all pretty much the same generic evil person, but one of them is the lead generic evil person. Oh, sounds interesting. Not really, no. So anyway, to get through security, they hide the chip inside this toy car. Okay. But then an old lady accidentally takes their bag, so they have to follow her all the way to Chicago. That's where the McAllisters are from. That's right, and also completely irrelevant. Oh, okay. So they try to catch up to this old lady, but she gets in a cab. Oh, she gets away. Yeah, but one of the bad guys takes a picture of the cab with his secret glove spy camera. He has a secret glove spy camera? Yeah, pretty cool, right? I mean, yeah, but how did he get that past airport security? I don't know. Should have hidden the computer chip in his gloves. Maybe. So anyway, this old lady ends up giving the toy car to the main character, Alex, for shoveling her driveway. Oh, okay, I see. And does this Alex kid have a bunch of brothers and sisters like Kevin McAllister? No, he just has one brother and one sister. Okay, what's their deal? Well, the brother's like really mean, but like cool in a 90s way. Weird of you to specify the current decade. And he also has a sister who looks like maybe she'd sacrifice herself on Vormir. What was that? What? I don't know, it sounded like you said something. I didn't. Okay. So anyway, then it turns out that Alex has chickenpox, so he can't go to school. But his parents really have to work, so he gets to stay home alone. That's the name of the movie. It sure is, sir. Wow. Wow. So is he like super excited to be home alone like Kevin was? Is he jumping around and stuff? Nope, not really. He pretty much just goes to spy on his neighbors in a rear window kind of way. Oh, a very Hitchcockian child. Yeah, and so it turns out the bad guys have figured out which neighborhood the toy car is in, but not which specific house. Okay, so they rent a house in the neighborhood and they steal a dog and they set up a bunch of spy equipment. What, they steal a dog? Yeah, they steal a dog and walk it around the neighborhood to seem like normal citizens. They steal a dog and then walk that dog around the neighborhood in which they stole it? That's right. And how did they get the spy equipment? Was that on the plane too? I don't know. Well, okay then. Anyway, so then Alex sees the bad guys doing sketchy stuff inside a neighbor's house, right? Right. So he calls the cops, but they show up too late and the bad guys get away. Oh no. Anyway, so then Alex sees the bad guys doing sketchy stuff inside a neighbor's house, right? Right. So he calls the cops, but they show up too late and the bad guys get away. Right, yeah, you just walked me through that. Yeah, well, the exact same thing happens twice in a row. Oh, okay, well, yeah, we gotta pad the runtime somehow. Exactly. So then Alex takes matters into his own hands and he goes to spy on the bad guys with the car. What do you mean? Well, he straps a camera on top of it. It has a little tape inside and everything. That's okay, but how does he manage to see where it's going? Well, he has a live feed from this camera that works at great distances. You know how consumer cameras work. Yeah, I'm pretty sure not like that. Well, this one's gonna work like that. So then the bad guys chase the toy car for longer than you'd expect, and then they catch it. Oh, so they get the microchip? No, they take the tape first. What? And then Alex manages to uppercut one of them with the car and drive it away. He uppercuts someone with a car? That's what we're going with. Fair enough. So then Alex knows that the bad guys are gonna come to his house, so he sets up a bunch of traps. Are the traps incredibly violent and require engineering skills he should in no way have? You know it. I love it. Yeah, so they're gonna get electrocuted, have heavy things dropped on their heads, fall from really high up. It's gonna be a bloodbath minus the blood. So it's gonna be a bath. It's gonna be a bath. One guy is gonna have a running lawnmower fall on his head and it just gives him the wackiest haircut. Oh, so that's what happens when you stick your head in a running lawnmower. I gotta give that a shot. Oh, I wouldn't recommend that. Okay, well, I'm still gonna do it. If you insist. Nope. Also, one guy is gonna get hit in the groin area and he's gonna be like, you smacked my winky. Okay, yeah, that's an appropriate response, I'd say. Oh my, what is going on there, sir? Oh yeah, that's just something that happens when a lot of my brain cells give up at once. It's nothing to worry about. Well, okay then. So how does the movie end? Well, 3 of the generic bad guys get caught, but the lead generic bad guy's nowhere to be found. Uh-oh, is it gonna be hard to track him down? Actually, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yeah, see, the family has this parrot who has like a rich and comprehensive vocabulary, and he's gonna ride the toy car into an igloo and find the bad guy in there. And it also turns out that this thing was pre-rigged with fireworks, so the parrot lights a match and gets the heck out of Dodge. Okay. Here's a question though. What? What's up? So that's a magical parrot. Yeah, he's magic. So anyway, can we talk more about the parrot that's magic? Oh, no, we can't. Sorry. So anyway, what do you think of the movie? Well, I think it sounds like kind of maybe a Home Alone film. Yeah, it is, kind of. And you know, we really should cash in now because nobody's gonna care about Home Alone a couple of decades from now. That's a good point.
Yep.
Hey guys,
oh, man.
Oh, that was meant. The new one was meant to be a reboot too, not just another entry in the. Oh gosh, that new one. I'm sure it got a bunch of subscribers to Disney Plus. This is what I look at. This is what I think about Home Alone 3. Because I'm still going to defend it. It's a kids movie, right? Mm-hmm. And everyone always says, like, when I was a kid, kids movies, kids shows were so much better than they are today. I'm not sure how true that is. It's just that it was the kind of style that we were used to. And then, like, the whole Disney Channel kids shows came around and the overacting and those kind of things that I can't stand, right? So I feel like this was meant for kids that was still done pretty well. Even the whole it's hijinks.
Yes.
and it's funny and it's cute and all that kind of stuff.
That stuff I don't have a problem with. You're right. The overacting is the thing. But the other thing I have an issue with, which they do have in these movies, but I guess they have in all of the Home Alone movies, but that Disney really, really does, and like a lot of the kid shows now do, is like the adults are so dumb. The parents are so dumb.
8-year-old beats 4 40-year-olds or 30-year-olds.
But they're also like insanely wealthy. So you've got like these it's always like super, super rich parents.
Yeah.
Who are dumb. And you're like, no, I'm sorry. It just doesn't work. You can't be super rich and dumb.
Yeah, I'm still going to defend it. I mean, she left it. She was in a situation where so many parents are in. I've got to get to work. My boss is being a jerk, but he's threatening my job. I've got to go. So at least him being home alone was conceivable. And it happened twice with the cops going there so they can establish that this kid is just crying wolf. Like, we just can't trust him next time. To where he feels like he has to do something because they're not going to help him out.
And I'm not saying about this film. I'm not saying about this. I'm just saying in general of like shows nowadays. In the sense of, I do feel like shows back in the day were a little bit better because they weren't that bad. They weren't that bad. I mean, when we watched like Growing Pains and stuff, the parents weren't dumb.
Oh, I love Growing Pains.
But I will say, they did set up, having her go to work. I mean, how many parents would really leave a kid that young home alone? But I'm saying I understand because she was supposed to come right back. She wasn't supposed to be gone long.
Hours.
She was supposed to come right back. And yes, the whole boy crying wolf with calling the cops and stuff, like I get. So I do get how they set it up. But of course, like the way he replowed around like the snow to make it look like the pool was there, and then the way the trampoline fit, some of the stuff is a little extravagant, but for a Home Alone video it fits the other two. It does.
It does. It just doesn't have Macaulay Culkin, which was a big pass for a lot of people. When we get he's the GOAT for crying out loud of these kind of movies, and he was a great child actor. But
and it is fun having 4 adults now as opposed to 2, changing up a bit.
Terrorists.
You got the lady
by 8-year-old.
Yeah, you got the lady walking the dog, and then she's walking a baby that's not in there, and she like throws the stroller to the side.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do love the dog thing. I never picked up on that. That's actually pretty smart. You know, they would notice that's my dog.
Mm-hmm.
I do like the very quick reference to Scarlett Johansson being a bigger star later on without having to go into that. So that was very nice and clever.
Mm-hmm.
He does a great job. He does an absolutely fantastic job. And even like some of the silly stuff that's like not really with it, like I'm gonna marry you anyways. Okay. I love that kind of stuff. I love the whole like overly chipper type attitude of the pitch guy. It's absolutely fantastic. We can't wait to react to more. Not sure if we're gonna react to the other Home Alone ones. I get it, like they're so bad, you've got to. I just don't know. There's like some of my conscience that says I can't do it. Let us know if you really, really want us to react to the other ones of 4 and 5. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time.
Goodbye.